Hello, Rory Dowse here from Cano Piano, and today we're going to look at Chopin's Prelude in E minor.
Cano Piano, cultivate, create, communicate.
So what an amazing piece to make such powerful music from two notes. The melody in this piece is made up of a B and a C. How does Chopin make it sound so amazing? Well, it goes a little something like this. Etc., etc. So, this is such a beautiful little piece. The right hand, of course, you can learn so quickly because there's so few notes. The left hand is made up of a lot of repeated notes. Again, probably around about the intermediate level here. And I think the first thing you want to do is be able to go through the left hand just playing block chord and maybe even singing the right hand. But before we come to any of that, let's look at some of the performance directions and the structure of this music. So we can see it's a prelude in E minor. So a prelude is like a piece that proceeds like a bigger piece, a little bit improvisatory in quality and character. So you want to make it seem like an improvisation. You want to get comfortable in the key of E minor if you're not already comfortable in that key. We've got largo, which means slow. We've got 2/2 I have in this edition, which means 2 half notes to a bar. So that's common time if memory serves. So you've got this feeling of 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1, something like that. Let's see, 1 and 2 and 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 1. Again, learning to play this piece by counting out loud will really help you with the structure of it and really inform the rubato later on. So let's see then. We've got piano espressivo, the melody then. What I would do here, and I taught this piece quite a few times before actually, is I'd start with the pedal down so that you can catch this in the pedal. And I hold it down until here, and then I change here, then I change here, then I change here, and then here, and then here. Basically, every time the harmony changes. But by starting with the pedal down, it kind of avoids that awkward sort of start. The other thing is the placement of this note at the start. It seems to catch people out a little bit. It's not that awkward, but we can overthink it if we don't have the right sort of technique in place. You're counting 2/2 here, so it's 1 and 2 and 1, at least in this edition. So you've got the first beat, you've got the second beat. We're subdividing 1 and 2 and 1. And the fingering you want to do there is 1, 5, 3. And you just kind of flick the fifth into the third. So let me show you again from the start. 1 and 2, 1, 5, 3. The left hand comes in immediately. So that'll help with that intro, espressivo. Let's come back to the melody. For now, we've got these chords. by playing it through like that, getting comfortable with the left-hand notes and singing through the right hand, that is a technique that will almost take care of the rest of this piece in terms of making it expressive. And the reason is because it is just melody and accompaniment. If you sing the melody in Chopin, particularly in Chopin, but I'd say anywhere, you're going to make it much more intuitive, much more expressive, because you're actually engaging, what it is. It's a melody. It's not only meant to be sung. That's going to really inform your playing and make your inflections of your melody just have a really special quality that you'll otherwise not have. If you haven't already watched my tutorial on Edward MacDowell's To a Wild Rose, or even my tutorial on Chopin's Waltz in A minor, I talk a little bit more about that there, about how to produce that cantabile tone. Maybe we'll come across that a bit more in the rest of this tutorial, but for now, just by being able to play the left-hand chords and sing the right hand, you're going to get so much taken care of. And from there, you might want to add the melody in and just continue to sing. We'll talk about this little cadential passage here. But it really does change it from being, this sort of very straight up melody like this. There's not a lot going on, into something a little more expressive. Don't get me wrong, I think playing it through like that, where it sounds a little bit banal, it's just all piano, can really give you a good grounding with it so that you know where the expression is going to sound most effective. So I would recommend that you practice it through really boring like that initially, just to inform your creative decisions. But yeah, having those little crescendos and diminuendos over the long notes, those dotted half notes, dotted minims, that's just what a singer is going to do. So a singer, unlike a pianist, a singer can go a term called mezzo di voce, where you get louder on a note and then softer on a note. On a piano, we can't really do that. Here's mezzo di voce on the piano. That's my attempt at producing a crescendo and diminuendo. It doesn't work. And it's because the nature of the piano is for the tone to decay. Tonal decay is what's referred to. And so it doesn't matter how loud or how soft you play the note, it's always going to sound louder and get softer. You can hear this dying away. So when I finish talking, this will be gone, but what I think I'll recommend you do, I like to do a little test, a little game with some of my students to get the sense of tonal decay and how it works on the piano. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to get out your phone and start your stopwatch on your phone. So let's see. I'd like you to play a little guessing game. So at the bottom, let's say in the middle of the piano, let's even say this B. If I had to play this B really loud, how long do you think it would last? Take a moment just to write that number down, or to have the number in your head. How many seconds is it going to last? Let's try that out. Still going. I don't know if you can still hear that. So it's basically gone now. It was really faint. I've got a couple of good microphones here, by the way, so you're probably hearing the great majority of that. Maybe I'm hearing a fraction more in the end than you are, but that's something worth trying out. Now,